More polygons? Yeah, about that. Welcome back to BetaWorld, the series where we travel through Minecraft's history to grab discontinued features and learn about this game's incredible history. This episode, we're going to be updating to the next version, which was released the same day as the current one we're in right now, just many hours later since this was a midnight update. Welcome to indev 2010-201-2227. And no, my render distance is not down, this is a glitch in this version. Standing inside a block will, for some reason, make your render distance go down a stupid amount. This gets patched soon. Actually, this is a really small update. That's one of the only things to note in this update. The only other one is tools now mine things a bit slower, so let's do a side-by-side comparison. I'm just gonna update again. The title screen has actually changed a little bit in this update. Now, the yellow text can say some other things besides pre-beta. So, I'll give a compilation of all of them. TNT explosions now do damage again. Let me show you how. A lot of damage. Wait, how am I drowning outside of water? I gotta see this. Give me one moment. Doesn't seem to do anything. Oh well, let's move on. Do you remember that show FPS button from episode 1? Well, when enabled, it's been expanded to a fully functional debug screen. Along with the version number, FPS, and number of chunk updates, which is blocks being broken and placed down, 3 new values have been added. E, P, and LT. Let me break it down for you. E is the number of entities in the world at the moment. So if I throw down a bunch of items, the number will go up heavily. And when I pick them all up, the number will go back down again. The second value, P, is particles. Blocks like torches and lava give out ambient particles when they're placed down. And every block, including them when broken, gives off lots of particles. You can see the particle go back to 0 when I am done with that block. That is because only I can create particles, no mobs. The final value, LT, is a bit mysterious. Nobody really knows what LT stands for, but we do know that 0 value is completely unused. It stays 0 no matter what you do. However, that second value is actually the number of chests in this world, or rather the number of block entities. Chests are the only block entities in this version. So, this counts the number of chests. As you can see, when I place down a chest, the number goes up. When I break it, it goes back down. But what is a block entity? Well, a block entity is a type of block that has extra data associated with it. For example, the contents of the chest. It needs to create a block entity to store that extra data. You may have seen these guys in the background in the last couple clips. They're not really new. They were in Minecraft Classic Test. So let's take a look at how they behaved back then. Here we are. In Minecraft's Classic Survival Test. And the goal of this version is to fight monsters. Some of these monsters you may have seen from indev, since they were added back in this update. They had been removed for some time in early indev, but now they are back, and these guys are going to kill me. There, over there, we can see some of the mobs that have been added back in that version of indev you might have seen in the background. Like I said, there are the pigs. Down here you can see a zombie. Yep, there's a zombie. Over there you can see this creepy creeper. You can see they actually do damage back to me. And whoa, this guy explodes. I'm looking for a skeleton. That's the final mob we haven't seen yet from this version that got added back. Aha! There's the skeleton. It has probably the most unique characteristics of everything we've seen so far. It's a ranged attack. It shoots arrows out of nowhere. Very fascinating. This concludes our look at Minecraft Survival Test. As you can see, the monsters in Minecraft Survival Test were hostile towards the player, while these ones, well, aren't. It's all the same monsters with the same models, just they seem to not be hostile towards the player. Also, their drops are different. Back in Survival Test, they didn't really have any drops, but some drops have been added. Albeit the same ones that Rana, and all the Steves dropped. Flint and Steel has been added to the original pool of 3. the string, sulfur, and feathers. They're the other items in this pool alongside the flint and steel. Let's kill a few just to see how often each one of them drops. Here's a sheep. It's not really a monster, and it has no wool texture that was in Classic. It won't drop anything. It has the same loot pool as the monsters, along with the pig. The creeper now has proper lighting, unlike how it behaved in survival test. It too has the same loot pool as every other mob. Same with the zombie. There is an issue in this version where monsters will keep spawning with no cap or limit to how many can spawn. This can seriously lag out the game if I keep it open for long enough. So it's important for me to clear out the monsters every once in a while. Like, look at how many there are here. There are no limits set in place to how many can spawn at once, and they never despawn. I had a cool idea for something I could add to the castle. You know what all castles have? Secret passageways. So we're going to make one right under this torch. We're going to make a fake wall out of mossy cobblestone. It'll blend in just nicely, but we'll know to break it since it's different from all the rest. And I'm going to dig a tunnel to a certain place. Write your guesses in the comments where it is, but I'm going to start construction and I'll let you know when it's done. The tunnel has been completed, so now I will reveal the answer to the question I asked a moment ago. So, let's open up the fake wall and start walking. Hint, this tunnel was constructed underwater. Okay, lock in your final answers now as we're ascending up the cool water elevator. The tunnel leads to Conversion Island! So now we have easy access from the castle basement to Conversion Island through this underwater tunnel and water elevator. But with that, this episode is complete. If you like what you see, this is a series. Check out the other episodes and like and subscribe if you want me to keep making BetaWorld episodes. But until I make next episode, bye-bye!